welcome to Clayton's classroom. So glad you could join us tonight, and we're looking forward to another very interesting evening of sharing. And it is March 16th, 2012. Tonight our guest host is Dr. Darrell Wolfe, the Doc of Detox. Always happy to have Darrell join us. So the first thing I'd like to do before we get started, first thing I'd like to do is let everybody know to go ahead and get your hand raised for any questions by pressing *2, and just get in line because we don't always get to answer all of our questions, and this way we have your hand up, and I'll call on you in order of when you raise your hand. So, and my name is Corinne. I'm your moderator this evening. The first thing I'm going to do is read our disclaimer just to make sure that we're legal. This call is intended only for informational purposes. Neither the products nor the statements about the products on this call have been evaluated by the FDA, AMA, or any other medical entity. The views and opinions expressed on this call by Clayton Nolte, distributors, customers, and or other speakers solely represents conclusions of said speakers and are not guarantees that anyone using these products will achieve the same results. These conclusions and products are not intended to be substitutes for the diagnosis, treatment, cure, or prevention of any disease or injury, nor should they be taken as substitutes for the advice of a physician. Anyone suffering from disease or injury should consult with a physician. Okay, that being said, again, my name is Corinne. I'm your moderator tonight. And there's somebody I would like to introduce you to who is our moderator in training. This is Leslie, who's one of our wonderful staff members here at Natural Action Technologies. Many of you, I'm sure, have spoken to Leslie. And she will be standing in for me for the next Clayton's classroom and perhaps other ones as well. Leslie, would you like to say hello?
Thank you, Corinne. Good evening, everybody. I look forward to assisting Corinne in the moderating of Clayton's classroom. There's a lot to learn, and I know you will be gentle on me. Thank you.
Thanks, Leslie. You know, I'm still learning, too, so we're all learning together. All right, so first thing I would like to do is introduce Clayton Nolte. And, of course, without Clayton, we wouldn't be here tonight or any other Clayton's classroom. So, Clayton, what can I say about Clayton? I can say a lot about Clayton, but what I will say is that he has been a researcher of subtle and free energies in nature for several decades. And he spent many years observing the vast and mysterious properties of water. He went on to invent and create a way to mimic how water moves naturally and rediscovers its own perfect balance as nature intended. Clayton has harnessed this technology into his own creation of structured water units, which also led to the discovery and benefits of breathing structured air. Clayton's passion, dedication, and loving spirit continues to bring the opportunity of structured water and a better sense of well-being to all life as we know it. Clayton, welcome to the call.
Thank you, Corinne. It's always a pleasure to be available to our customers and friends of Natural Action Technologies. So I'm here.
Yes, it certainly is. And you're always very available to all of us for lots of sharing and information. So now I'd like to introduce our guest host, Dr. Darrell Wolfe. Darrell, are you with us?
I'm with you.
Yay.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Corinne.
I'm so glad you could join us tonight. I'm going to say a few words about you, and I know it's just a tip of the iceberg from knowing you and all the things that you're involved in. I don't know how you have time to catch your breath. So,
well, I
ahead.
drink a lot of structured water.
That's the secret, isn't it? So,
It is.
Dr. Darrell Wolfe, he has 35 years of experience in the field of health and wellness and is known as the Doc of Detox. He directed the North American Institute for the Advancement of Colon Therapy for 15 years and was head of one of North America's leading natural cancer treatment and preventative care centers. Dr. Wolfe is currently director of the International Training Institute of Health, where he teaches and certifies his unique method in Wolfe deep tissue restoration, therapy, and whole life. He's coaching students, professionals, and corporations worldwide. He is also known for his part in the internationally acclaimed docuseries The Quest for the Cure. He believes that everyone deserves the choice to be healthy and has created the Healthy to 100 Club to educate and empower the general public. Dr. Wolfe recommends adding structured water to maintain optimal health. Dr. Darrell Wolfe, it's my pleasure to welcome you once again to Clayton Classroom.
Thank you, Corinne. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be part of what you guys are doing. You're doing a great service and a great mission here.
Well, thank you. Well, we certainly appreciate all of your efforts to complement what we're doing and vice versa. So thank you so much for your support. The first thing, let's just talk a little bit, Clayton, about what is structured water?
Well, kind of had a feeling you were going to ask me that question.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's see. How should I approach it tonight? I think the easiest way is what is not structured water. Virtually all the water you consume, whether it's processed water, pure water, RO water, distilled water, all these waters, bottled water, even many spring waters, and all these waters your body has to make usable. It has to metabolize the water you drink and bring it down to the level that so that the water molecules can feed your cells, basically. And the amount of energy that your body puts out to make the water you're drinking usable, if you could convert it to electricity, you could light your house up for a month. That was a study done, I don't know how many, 10 years ago, 20 years ago almost, for a 35-year-old person. So think about it. If that was 10 years ago, the conditions of the water today, the conditions of the health of the average individual today is significantly decreased from the average health of a person even 10 years ago. So, and Dr. Wolfe can talk some about that. But anyway, so here we are. The water you're drinking, your body has to digest. It has to metabolize. It has to make it usable. It has to bring water molecule clusters, that water clusters together in large, huge numbers, tens of thousands of water molecules all glom together. Your body has to make bring that down to one water molecule at a time that would enter into your cellular level, carrying the energy and the food and the nutrients to your cellular level. So again, that's what happens when you're drinking unstructured water. When you structure your water through natural action technologies, whether you're structuring it through a house unit, through an under the sink unit, through a garden unit, through a shower unit, or even through a portable unit, just adding a small amount of water running through the portable unit structures the water, and it brings the water to instant hydration. The water, when you drink structured water, or bathe in structured water, it's instant hydration. The water molecules can enter directly into your cellular level. Therefore, your body no longer needs to do any work to become hydrated, to become healthy, to become vibrant, income free. So this is what structured water does. Structured water brings you into a state of health potentially by just drinking water, eating food that's healthy, and the water molecules carry with it the nutrients. The simple statement here is structuring water energetically neutralizes all toxins, and those toxins even it prevents bacteria, viruses, molds, and pathogens, and it energetically energizes and expands all nutrients, whether they be vitamins, whether they be minerals. All nutrients are energetically amplified and made available to the cellular level instantaneously. So that's basically the difference between unstructured and structured water. And there's a whole lot of other attributes which you'll learn through our conversation tonight. One of the main things I want to point out here, structuring water, two major things happen. First off, the biggest thing that happens is water passing through any one of these units, regardless of the size, regardless of pressure, regardless of any other let's say component. You can take a teaspoon of water in a restaurant and drop it through your portable. You'll get a couple of drops out the other end. You add those drops to any liquid, any food, and it will make it, and it will bring it into the attributes that I just stated. It will energetically neutralize all toxins. So what's happening here? What's happening is when water is being structured or passing through the structuring unit, whether it's under pressure or not under pressure, the attribute that is attained is the water is spinning, and that spin makes the hydrogen, it molecularly changes hydrogen, the way hydrogen bonds to oxygen, the way hydrogen bonds to all things. Just by one pass, just a few drops of water through a portable changes the hydrogen bond angle. When the hydrogen bond angle increases, this is all, when we talk about the water that has not been structured, that water travels in clusters. This is a geometric, or let's say a geometry. When water is not structured, the water gloms together in huge water molecule clusters. When you structure the water, it reduces those clusters down to basically 6 water molecules. 6 water molecules from 20,000 water molecules in just a simple teaspoon of water through a portable into your drinking water or your beverage of choice. Simple, elegant, and instantaneous. So again, this is what happens is it changes the molecular level of hydrogen. And if you realize this, all things contain hydrogen. Even energy contains hydrogen. So when you change hydrogen to be perfect, it tends to make everything perfect. Everything that this water and or structured air come in contact with. So this is one of the attributes, one of the main attributes of structure. The other one is, people ask, well, so if it only takes one drop, why do you sell larger units? We sell larger units because as water is structuring and water is in the structuring event, the longer the time it has in that event, what happens is that time, the longer